Hi guys, it's Erin here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna speak about my hair, how I grew them fast in just in 11 months from very short bob that you can see on the cover of this video to this basically length. So everybody knows who actually went through the complete damaging of the hair. I'm not speaking about, to make highlights or something. I'm speaking about to put, the bleach even on the, on the root of your hair. So I used to be a hair model in New York City for 2 years, and it's not bad money, but basically you need to be very careful about, who to trust and who not. And one guy, and actually I really wanted to make a video about it, and I think I'm gonna do it now because people told me actually I could sue him because I was a professional hair model, and he basically destroyed my hair for, let's say, already 2.5 years. Because the first year they were like so damaged that I couldn't, like, okay, so this is like basically this is the topic for another video, and I'm gonna make it. So here I'm speaking about how I grew them, and I'm speaking about it in a positive way. So as you know, when you bleach your hair, and not just hair but the scalp, a lot of hairs, and especially if you don't do this like just one, but if you do this like several times in a row, your hair roots, they go to kind of sleepy condition, and they just stop growing. So I stopped having like baby hairs here. I didn't have any like new hairs here because like normally I always had a little like, bumpy things here. So well, first of all, what I can suggest you guys is to wash less your hair. I went to a 1 time per week. Why? Because each time you wash your hair, and especially when they're damaged, like when you wash them and when they're still, wet, they can break, and they will most likely break. So what I suggest is just to stop washing your hair, every other 2 or 3 days. So what really helped me is to wash them once a week, and then because they're a little bit like a frizzy, kind of curly on the ish side, and so this is also very tricky part, because when you have curly or frizzy hair, each time you brush them, they tend to break as well, because they form like a little knot here or there, and you're like, every time you brush them you break them, especially when they're bleached. They're so weak, so it's very easy to just break them. So this thing, that's I already told you, once a week, plus every 3 days I use the dry shampoo. I prefer any dry shampoo without scent, because nowadays you go to Raid and you buy dry shampoo, and it's so difficult to find without this sweetie, disgusting, too sweetie odor. So this was first one, number one, wash it once a week, use dry shampoo. Well, second, I would suggest you to use the inversive method. I think I've heard about it like 3 or 4 years ago, but I didn't really, took it seriously. I didn't really take it seriously. But when you really desperate and you agree to try anything, basically I tried, and I had a side effect. The side effect is, so let me explain. I always had long hair, and I'm sorry. I always had long hair, and I was thinking because they're long and they're like heavy, and I have a lot of hair when they're in normal condition. So I always, when I was baby, when I was a teenager, and later on, I used to put them in a ponytail, or you know, any kind of, you know, just put them out from my face, because when I'm working or doing the stuff where I need to concentrate, and you know, hair here, they're just like annoying. And I always, like on the second day after wash, I always had like on the top of the head, you know, when you have a scalp pain. Do you like, can you tell me please, because I don't know any people who actually have this problem, beside like maybe only my cousin, and that's it. So in this inversive method, when you put your head down and you just brush it like 3 minutes, or I count to 108, and you know, you kind of like stimulate blood flow in this area. So I start to like it, and I start to do it like 3 times per day. So if I, like for example, somewhere where a lot of people, and I really need to do this because otherwise I will have a pain on my scalp by the end of the day, I just go to the bathroom, and you know, just 2-3 minutes, you're done. And I've noticed that this circulation, you know, to increase this circulation of the blood on your scalp, really helpful to grow out the hair. So number 3, let's go back. Number 3, let's go to the stuff that I prepared here. Besides the inversive method, you can use any kind of masks that help you to stimulate the blood flow on your scalp. So what I found really helpful for myself is definitely mustard mask. I mix it with the water and a little bit sour cream, and it helps a little, you know, because mustard is dry mustard. I'm gonna make another video about this, how I make it, what the proportions and everything. It's also very kind of hot. So if you like to use, for example, oil and put there pepper, cayenne pepper or something, I think it will play the same role, but I don't like really oil on my hair because it's very hard to wash it away, and I hate to wash my hair like more than 2 times, you know, in a row. I think it doesn't really helpful, you know, for the thing, because you know, you have to have some natural oil on your scalp that produced by the scalp, because it's actually also help to grow your hair faster, because it, you know, it creates the special microflora or climate on your hair, on your jungle. So and this is a little controversial where I'm going next, because this is oil, but I don't like oil on my hair. But this oil is really easy to wash away. I actually purchased by myself. I read a lot of reviews before I got it, and this is just nutritive Amazon. So check this out, and this is Grow New Hair, and this bottle, I used it for 1 year and it's already like half. In advertising, and everybody on the comments, they say that you need just a little amount because it goes, you know, it's spread very easy. So definitely I suggest to use it. So it was second, right? Well, the third is like oh, by the way, I think I'm gonna make a video about, like, if you have a frizzy hair or like a little bit, I'm not speaking about really curly hair or really like puffy, but I have, this is like a 30 minutes blowout at home, because I hate to, you know, to take my hair, to hold my hands very up like for a long time, because it's very painful. And I found the very easy way. Actually, when I had very short hair, I learned this trick by myself, and now I keep doing this, and I'm gonna make the video about it. So next is, I think this is gonna be next, and it's already 9 minutes, so I have to go faster. So the Derma Roller, I some days ago I made a video about Derma Roller and how it actually helped me to get rid of the acne scars on my face, and it's also like, also if you actually have pimple, and there's a method to, you know, kind of like with this Derma Roller, open it up, you take everything out, and then you just put something, you know, with the alcohol, so to disinfect. So you can use the Derma Roller also on your hair, like whenever you feel like you have some spot on your hair where like the hair doesn't grow, and you know, the mustard and the inversive method doesn't work anymore. So basically this is like an extra help. So this, just a very short brief like note from myself how I actually used it. I had a surgery because I found out that my husband was cheating on me last year, and because of the stress I got the surgery on my ovarians, and also I got cyst in my, like on the part of my hair near the ear, and actually I didn't tell about this anyone yet. You're the first ones. So how I figured out that I actually can use this also for my head. So I had a little scar here, and as you know, when you have a scar on your head, it's very difficult to grow back your hair there. And I'm gonna make another video about it more in details, but basically you just, you know, go around this area, and then you use any spray with the you know, for growing a new hair. So this one is actually from Russia, and I don't see any sense to give you, you know, the brand or something, because they don't sell it in States, or like I don't think, I think they sell it only in Russia. But I will make this video, and I think you can find anything on the market for, I know the, what is the brand? Celiac, something like this. So anything that's like on hormonal base, with the alcohol, I think, as well, and you know, to help grow a hair on the spots where they don't grow anymore. And this is my 4th month that I'm doing it. I still have the bottle because I have just a little scar. So basically what I'm doing this, and then in a couple hours I put the spray on, and I've noticed big difference. So what else? Also, okay, whenever silicone based thing, so when I do the inversive method, so let's say in one hand I have the brush, and another hair I'm kind of like smoothing them down. So you can put like a little drop of any, you know, silicone gel to kind of like cover this follicle, opening the follicles on the hair, and each time kind of like I brush it down, and I take another hand with the silicone, and I'm kind of like also smoothing them down. So this also really helpful. And you know, this inversive method, again, it's very good for, you know, like for everyday use, and it helps to prevent breakage. Even though you brush them a lot, if you already kind of like have a little blowout and they are not curly and they're like one hair to another kind of thing, so it's actually helped them. I don't know, I've noticed it. I'm not professional hairstylist or something, but this is what I'm doing, guys. Oh, also a little trick. When I do this brushing upside down, I put a little perfume or essential oil right on the brush. So, well, in case if you use it with essential oils, you can find something especially for the hair, you know, to put the nutrients inside of your hair. But I've noticed that like basically anything, any oil, like just a little drop helps to smooth them out. And it also gives nice smell for the whole day long. Okay guys, so I think that's it. Check out another videos that I'm gonna make, and I mean probably I already published it. Check the description down below. Please like if you like this video, and I hope to see you again. Bye!